my YouTube channel and thank you for joining me for another one of my videos. So today I wanted to do a video which I'm pretty sure I haven't covered, but hey ho, if I have, it's an updated version. You know, when you get to a stage of you've done so many videos, you do forget what you have and haven't covered. So I wanted to do a specific video to journaling and why journaling can help us and what you can actually use journaling for with the law of attraction and just basically what you can do with it, because there are so many amazing things like manifesting techniques and also self-development and healing techniques as well, which I use often and want to share with you guys today. So first of all, journaling pretty much does what it says on the tin. It's pretty much journaling down in a journal, a notebook, a planner, your thoughts, your feelings, and how you are. So I've just pulled my positivity planner out just as an example. Obviously you can use whatever planner, notebook, whatever you want to. So basically this is one of my creations which are available on my website. It's an 111-day journal and planner, and I just wanted to show you as an example some of the types of journaling you can do, which is featured in the planner as well. So for instance, you can use journaling to help manifest. So that can be in the sense of, and I know a lot of people would probably call this scripting as well, but there are a few quite you know, big differences. So scripting is more acting as if, writing things and writing letters as if things have kind of happened to speak it into existence, where journaling is more lists, exploration of how you're feeling, emotions, and yeah, I'll give you some examples from the planner so you can kind of get an idea. So for instance, one of them is like your vision for this year. So with journaling, you could write down what your goals are for this year, what you want to do, your plans, your visions, what you'd like to manifest. You've got a dear future self one in there as well, which is more of a case of scripting, I think, because you would write that in present tense as the future person talking to yourself as is today. I've got a dream partner list in here. So this is definitely a form of journaling as well. So writing dream lists are super important. I've been weirdly talking about these all week in my work, so I feel like I've got to share the message here. So journaling dream lists are basically lists of what you would like to manifest. So in a dream partner list, what are the characteristics you would like in your dream partner? So really get specific and think about these qualities. You can use this for houses, cars, careers, houses, friendships, anything you can kind of think of where you need to get really specific and list things down. You know, for instance, with your dream career list, you could talk about how much you like to be paid, how many hours you would like to work, what sector you'd like to work in, the location of your job, you know, all the specifics, all of these things which you can manifest and want to manifest, like get really specific. So, and again, with manifesting love as well, get specific. So really think about like getting clear and getting concise about what it is you want, so the universe can be clear and concise with you as well with your manifestations. So as well as getting clear, it's all about, you know, flowing with that list and knowing that the universe has your best interests at heart and for your highest good. So be a little bit flexible with those lists as well, but majoritively you will manifest pretty much everything on the list, or you will absolutely. But again, be open to it being way better than you thought as well. So that's why I always say, like, say this or something better for my highest good. So that's how you can journal with dream lists. I may actually do a whole other video specifically for dream lists with more examples. Just because I know that has been so highly requested as well. So that's the type of manifesting styles you can use with the law of attraction and journaling. Is to really, like, you know, just put your intentions out there, whether it's through a list, whether it's through goal setting, journaling and exploring what you'd like to manifest as well. It's absolutely journaling and important, so you can get clear with the universe and so the universe can get clear with you as well. So another example of journaling in the positivity planner I've put in here is a self-love list. So I swear by these. So you can also do emotional lists and journaling as well. So a self-love list essentially is a list of all the things that you love about yourself. So these need to be true to the moment. So be honest with yourself and check in, is it 2 things right now or is it 20 things? You know, only write down on your list the things that feel true to you now, because you can always add to these at a later date and you want it to be true to where you are at this moment and not feel fake. You know, you don't want to be writing down stuff which you don't actually love about yourself currently, because that's not self-love. Like, this is the journey we're going to go on. So write down everything that you currently love about yourself at the moment, what you really appreciate and are grateful for about yourself, and then read this list out in the mirror. That is also called mirror work, which I have a video and podcast on as well if you want to go and learn more about that. So you can see as well that journaling can be healing and self-exploratory in your self-development journey as well. It doesn't just have to be manifesting, and it doesn't just have to be self-help. It can be a whole array of things. And also like lists as well. I love to do a forgiveness list. When I'm really struggling to forgive someone in particular or a situation, for example, I like to write a forgiveness list. So again, this is journaling. I like to write down, you know, why I'm feeling this way, why I'm scared to forgive. And I really ask myself questions of, or exploratory questions of, why do I feel worried? Why do I feel anxious? Why am I scared to forgive? Why am I resisting this? And really kind of like see what I write down afterwards. So it's kind of just asking yourself questions and really going from there, and then actually writing the full forgiveness list, which is like, so and so, I forgive you for blah blah blah, because I can see now why this happened, and you know, blah blah blah, whatever your reason is for forgiving them. So it's really looking at the situation and this person from a higher perspective, and really releasing yourself from those restraints, what, you know, which not forgiving people bring to you. So it's setting yourself free. And you know, finding forgiveness can be hard, you know, when you either haven't had an apology or it feels impossible. You know, finding forgiveness for someone who's not even sorry is hard, but it is so vital for you, for your healing, for your self-development, and for your growth as well, to really feel that inner peace and calm. So a forgiveness list is a really good list to journal with, absolutely. And then you kind of have the sense of not necessarily lists, but journaling in general, which again is very much exploratory questions. So for me, for example, I sometimes get really anxious about things, and I'm like, why am I feeling this? I know this is my ego. Why is this coming up? Normal, just talking myself down isn't working, and I'm like, right, there's something to highlight here or shine the light on. So again, I'll write down some questions and put, why do I feel this way? What am I fearing? What's my worst case scenario? Why am I not trusting? Why am I not believing? You know, whatever triggers are coming up within you, like exploring those questions and those topics, and then seeing what my answer is. And sometimes, you know, you can say like, well, why do I need to write this down? Can I not just think it? I was exactly that person. I like avoided journaling for so freaking long. And it was only when my friends were like, Emma, just actually try it, it's really good. I was like, wow, yeah, this is good. So I always used to do the lists, I used to do the manifesting, I used to do forgiveness lists, self-love lists, till I was blue in the face. But actual just exploratory journaling, never used to do until a couple of months ago. And I actually find it very therapeutic now. Not because I can't just have those conversations with myself, but I think when you see that question written down and you really take the time to think and respond, you know, you write down your response, it brings it up, and you'll kind of find that your answers will maybe be a bit different even to what you would think your answer would be. So sometimes writing it down just really gives you a kind of step by step of how you're feeling, and then from that place you can really move forward and say, right, these are my fears, this is what's coming up for me, this is why I feel this is what's being triggered, how can I move forward now? So actually most of the time journaling does really help me. So we've just had an hour, literally an hour and a half power cut, so I don't even know where I was, I don't even remember. I've literally just been sat here trying to do anything. But so I could have done some bloody journaling with that power cut, but I spent most of the time thinking, it's probably me, it's probably one of my switches are tripped. So I sat there for ages just like, I don't think it's me. So someone went through a power line, as you do, obviously a builder or something. So now they've all started drilling again, and I'm like, hell no, just let me finish this video. So I'm just gonna, if I repeat myself, I repeat myself, but we will go from here. So the main point of journaling is to really be able to express yourself. It's really to be able to explore some triggers, some deeper kind of issues that are coming up for you. And again, like those anxious moments when we're feeling like anxious and like, oh my god, I don't know why I'm thinking this, I don't know what to do. turn to journaling. That's really what I've learned throughout this, and I've really been able to explore certain emotions and certain triggers that have come up for me. And you know, normally I find as well that it really does help to heal it quite quickly as well. I don't normally tend to need to do too much else. I can kind of just put my thoughts down on paper, and normally that will actually help to calm my ego down, calm my mind down, and I'm able to kind of relax and feel like I've done some good kind of work today. And also, this is actually called morning pages, really, which is a Julia Cameron technique, which I've mentioned to you guys before, where you just like journal everything in your mind out on paper every single morning. So you might actually prefer to maybe even try that yourself. And that definitely did help me. And again, it's kind of, I think a lot of people are like, well, if I put negative things on paper, whether it's morning pages, journaling, whatever, like, is that really helping me? Is that positive? Am I going to attract that to me? But it really doesn't. It really allows you to delve deep and go within and address of why you're feeling that anxiety, why you're feeling unsettled. And you know, 10 times out of 10, you will find the core meaning behind that, of actually that wound's coming up for me again, or actually I'm just not trusting, I'm just not letting go. You know, you can kind of tie it into what your trigger is or what your kind of theme at that moment is. And what I find as well is obviously like looking back at my journaling as well really helps me. So I do keep it, I don't burn it, I keep it all in a notebook. And it just really helps me to be able to look back and see like, okay, look, if it's coming up again, look, this is why you're feeling this way, it's okay. And to really just sit with it and see why you're feeling that. And sometimes just writing it out really does help. Like I say, you know, sometimes just like talking to a friend, actually writing it out in a notebook, as silly and as simple as it seems, can actually really be beneficial for you. So let me know what you think about journaling, whether you've tried journaling, and I hope today that I've given you some great new ways to journal in your own experiences and some ideas of how else you can journal if you currently do it. But journaling has always been super important. I've always done it in very kind of indirect ways, again, you know, for exploring ideas, exploring how I feel, exploring what I want my dream life to look like, exploring, you know, some people are very visual and do vision boards, some people prefer writing it down. So really any kind of writing exercise where you're exploring, where you're delving into your ideas and growing those ideas and putting those ideas basically on paper can be classed as journaling. So you can also, you know, another top tip, just add an extra one in, is you can also do things of like, where do I see myself in 5 years? Where do I want to take my business? Where do I kind of want to take my relationships? Do you know what I mean? You can kind of always do journaling for exploring what you want, what your dream life looks like. Again, another great kind of manifesting technique, because you're putting your intentions out there, you're gaining clarity, and the universe can be clear with you when you're clear with yourself. That's what I always say. So get journaling, see how it helps you. I probably will do a whole video on writing dream lists, just because it's been so prominent in my work this week. I'm like, damn, I really need to do a video on that. So yeah, it'll probably be next week's actually. So thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I really hope it has served you and given you some great tips on how to journal. Again, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments box down below on journaling and any techniques you have which you'd like to share, because I'm sure everyone would really appreciate that, and I replied to them all. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I replied to them all. And don't forget, you can join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things law of attraction and spirituality. And if you liked the positivity planner that I've shown you as an example throughout this, it's available on my website, and all the details will be on there and images of what's included. So I hope you have a fantastic week, whatever you're up to, guys, and I'll see you in my video, which will be next week. Lots of love, guys.